Hi everyone, it's Frances Byrne here from Stamp House Studio, and today I thought I'd share with you how I created this Christmas wall hanging that I created for this month's Creative Challenge with the MFT design team. The theme this month was Be Negative, which means that we had to use the negative portions of the dynamic die in our creation, and that's what I've done to create the opening that you can see here behind the sentiment, and also the frame around the opening, which I'll explain how I did that in a little while. Now then, for this project I have used, the sentiment is from the Merriam Bright sentiment set from My Favourite Things, and I've used 3 dynamic dies. The first one is the ribbon from the First Place Awards ribbon, you can see that one there. The flower, which I think is fast becoming my favourite flower, is the Prima Donna petals. And I've also used the middle die from the Well-Worn Greetings set. It's a set of 3 dies that you get with also some sentiments. I've just used this one here. Move those ones out the way. Okay. So now if you look close, I'll do a close-up of this. You can see behind the sentiment, the green bit behind the sentiment is accordion folded. And that's what I've done to create the raised area. I saw this idea somewhere online on a cricket site, I can't remember where, but I liked the idea and I thought I would try it for my project today. Now then, to create this, what I did first was cut my designer paper to the size I wanted it, and then centered my die and taped that in place so it wouldn't move, and put that through my die cutting machine. And once I've done that, I then cut my piece of green card, which I have cut the same width as my designer paper, but I kept the complete length because I wasn't sure what size I needed until I'd accordion folded it. And then I used my score pal to accordion fold at 1/4 inch intervals. Folded that and then placed glue around the glue and tape around the back side of the designer paper, placed that over my accordion folded piece, and then trimmed off any excess. I then cut another piece of card the same size as my designer paper and put that on the back of the accordion folded piece so it wouldn't go anywhere. Then I have used 1/4 inch strips of card the same colour as the background, just to hide the untidy part that you might have seen otherwise. And then that has been layered onto a larger piece of burgundy card, as you can see here. Okay, now to do the frame, what I have done there is I've actually used a tool which I've had for years, which is called Magic Matter. And I think there's another similar one that was around too, but this is the one I got at a show many years ago. I don't use it very often, but when I do, you know, it really is very useful. Now I'll show you with the largest one because it's going to be easiest for you to see. Now if I bring that close up, you can see that it's a circular shape. It has a hole in the centre where a pencil goes, and there's a little ridge around here which goes underneath your cardboard, or in this case underneath my dynamic die, to get the outline. I normally only use the 2 smaller ones when I'm using it. So what I do to create that frame is get my cardboard and my die and just put that onto my card and tape that in place. Once I've done that, I can put that through a die cutting machine again, and once that comes out, just pretend I've done that, I can then just get this little tool and my pencil, put my pencil through the hole and just draw around the edge. Okay, you can see doing that. And then once I've finished that, I've then got, this is the positive piece, which is the piece we'd normally use when we were cutting something. And this is the negative part, which is what we're going to use. And I'll just grab my scissors. I've already done the pencil line on this one before. And it's just a matter of then cutting around that pencil line carefully, which I'll only do a little bit because you don't really want to see me cutting all that. And then you're left with something that looks like this, which can then put a little bit of adhesive around the back and adhere that over your frame, and you've got your framed piece. Now then, if you don't have this tool, and I'm sure a lot of people don't, Julie Din did something similar a week or so ago on her blog, and she actually used a button instead of this little tool that I've got, which was really clever. So I'll find that and I'll post that link onto my blog for you so that you can see exactly how she did it. Well, that's about it that I have to show you today. I hope you enjoyed my project, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.